Heyo, and what is up, gang? Thank you for checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight. WrestleMania week is finally here, the biggest week that there is for any professional wrestling fan, and as is the tradition, when WrestleMania comes to town, the independent scene lights on fire, and nobody lights a fire in the independent scene like House of Glory. And you might be wondering what happens when worlds collide in the WWE at Access, but I got a better use of your time, as you can see what happens when cultures clash, and House of Glory is your official home for that. 3 tremendous dates at the NYC Arena, all in the afternoon leading up to each and every night of action brought to you by the WWE. You can fulfill your wrestling need with some real wrestling with promotions that do it right. And we are going to talk about it right here and right now. My name is Nick Nightmare, and you are watching the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show's House of Glory Culture Clash 2019 preview. Let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
All right, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me here on the show today as we get set on our very special road to WrestleMania. This is just the beginning of a tremendous week for myself personally, and for everybody who's a professional wrestling fan. We all look so forward to WrestleMania and everything that happens when it comes to your town that just encompasses your whole entire life in wrestling. And when they come to New York City and the independent scene gathers around, you are going to get some of the finest action that you will see anywhere. Anything that we talk about tonight has the possibility to even rival NXT TakeOver New York. This is the type of wrestling you get when you see promotions like House of Glory, Destiny, Fight Club Pro, IPW, all of these organizations coming together to bring you guys 3 days of action that is going to be second to none. And it's all kicking off on Thursday, April the 4th. Destiny World Wrestling and Fight Club Pro present Fight for Destiny with a 3 p.m. bell time. 6 tremendous matchups already added to the card that we know of right now, kicking it off with a singles matchup between Chuck Mambo and Connor Mills. These two guys are going to go at it. We also have a 4-way tag team matchup. The Rascals versus the Besties versus White Wolf versus Session Juice. What an interesting name there. I'm looking forward to a nice 4-way tag team matchup. That should be interesting. Another singles contest on tap with Mark Davis going up against Ricky Shane Page. Digging that name. I like that. We have a tremendous 6-man tag team matchup featuring 2 of the biggest names in independent wrestling, as House of Glory's own Amazing Red teams up with the Bullet Club's Robbie Eagles and Puma King to take on Chris Brooks, Kid Lycos, and Kyle Fletcher. The Next Generation Championship will be on the line. Kip Sabian versus Trey Miguel versus Jake Atlas versus Penelope Ford in this Next Generation Championship matchup. And in the main event of that evening for the Thursday show, for the #1 contendership, a triple threat matchup. The Swerve, Shane Strickland, taking on the Draw, Sami Callihan, and All Ego, Ethan Page, in a triple threat matchup that could main event any card, anywhere. Each one of these guys in their own respective matches on this card could pull off match of the night. Forget about the possibilities we are in store for when the 3 of them go up against each other with such stakes on the line as a #1 contendership opportunity. It is going to be the beginning of a great week of action that you do not want to miss. So Thursday is going to lead us into a very special Friday afternoon at the very same arena, in the very same place, at the exact same time. IPW, International Pro Wrestling United Kingdom, comes to New York City, and they are bringing some of the best they got with them. We are getting another 6 great matchups, and we are going to talk about, right off the top, title for title, history-making women's matchup. IPW Women's Champion Bobby Tyler will be taking on the House of Glory Women's Champion Sonya Strong. Champion versus champion, title for title. It's going to be a happening, as the Gorilla would say, and it is going to be one hell of a contest here, and I cannot wait to see Sonya Strong defend that House of Glory championship from across the seas, baby, and it's going to be a very interesting test for her. We have a 6-way matchup: Connor Mills, Danny Duggan, Ajmo, I hope I'm saying that correctly, I apologize if I'm not, and Syrian Donnelly are in this matchup for the contestants that have been confirmed, and we have 2 surprise entrants in this matchup as well. You don't very often see a 6-way matchup, so it'll be interesting to see this one. Kip Sabian will be going one-on-one with Vaughn Vertigo. Rob Lynch will be taking on Juicy Gambino. We have Rob Sharp versus Joe Gacy, who's no stranger to House of Glory. And the match I'm most looking forward to here is James Storm, the Cowboy, taking on Jimmy Havoc in a no-rules barroom brawl match where beer will be required. I don't know how it's going to be required. I don't know if it's going to be required to be ingested or if it's going to be required to be used as a weapon, but beer is required. And if I know anything about the NYC arena, they are very stocked full of some great beer. So there's going to be a lot of good beer being wasted during this matchup. But maybe I'll be able to get some of it as it flies around me. You know, whatever. But that is going to top off the action as of right now for IPW's addition to Culture Clash on Friday afternoon. Can't wait for that one. But the big one, if you're going to make it out to any of them, this is the show you want to make it to, because you want to talk about dream matches. I got a few dream matches for you, and they are being brought to you by the best independent wrestling organization in all of New York City, if not the world, and that is House of Glory. And that will be Saturday, April the 6th, House of Glory's Culture Clash 19. Another 6 matchups that you do not want to miss. The Crown Jewel Champion, Montequillo, will be taking on Kikutaro. Kikutaro looks like something out of my nightmares after I might have eaten too much Chinese food on some night. This guy, I've never seen this before, and going up against our buttery superstar champion, it's going to be very entertaining, and I cannot wait to see this one go down. We also have a big tag team matchup, Private Party taking on the Juicy Product. Now, I know there was a whole big to-do about the Juicy Product getting back together. I don't know much about these guys, and I apologize for that, but I do know a lot about Private Party, and in fact, I'm still feeling the sting of that super kick I ate to the jaw from Mr. Marquand, so I'm not going to be, you know, rooting for Private Party here. I'm actually going to be rooting for the Juicy Product, and it even makes it better that the fact that the name is Juicy, because I like saying the name Juicy, and the fact that you kicked me in the face is still pissing me off, and I will get my receipt one day, but until then, I will be at Culture Clash there with you guys to enjoy the possibility of seeing Private Party getting beaten down by the Juicy Product. And that's just my little personal feelings, as I know most of you guys from the HOG loyal fan base are going to be rooting for the Private Party guys, and that's just fine with me. Another big match for me I'm looking forward to seeing, a casket match. I'm pretty sure this might be the first time ever in House of Glory history we are having a casket match. You can correct me if I am wrong on that. But Smiley, one of my favorite members of the House of Gangone, one of my favorite guys in House of Glory since I started going to see these shows, has been going through some trouble. He's been having some mental problems, and Leroy Green is the cause of those mental problems. He's trying to get in the head of Smiley, trying to make him turn on the House of Gangone. The House of Gangone freed Smiley from a life of mediocrity. And here's Leroy trying to make him put back on that happy face mask. Maybe this guy don't want to be happy. Maybe Leroy, just go play your video games and leave him alone, bro. This has gotten personal to the point where Smiley wants to bury you, man. And you are going to deserve everything you've gotten because you have nobody to blame but yourself for even being in this position. Should have just left well enough alone, and you don't poke the bear and you don't poke the Smiley one, because it's not going to end up being a laughing matter. At least not for you, Leroy. It might be funny to Smiley because he does enjoy dishing out pain, and he is going to be dishing out a lot of pain to you to get your skinny little behind in that casket, and I hope to be there to see it firsthand. It's going to be a hell of a match. Hell of a match. You want to talk about a hell of a match? This is a historic tag team matchup. You want to talk about six-man tag team matchups being done right? The first thing you have to do is put together historic teams, and that's coming in the form of both teams, in my opinion, as LAX, the resident real tag team of House of Glory, Santana and Ortiz, the champions, have recruited and have hired the assassin of pro wrestling, Low Key, to come on in and help them out as they take on maybe their biggest challenge yet, as Pentagon Jr. teams for the first time ever with Tajiri, and they also both for the first time ever team with the legendary Great Muta, and this match is going to be unbelievable. Just to see these six men in the ring together is something to behold, and I cannot wait for this one. I can't call any of these matches. I really don't know who's going to come out on top here. I'm going to always be rooting for LAX, but this is a tough mountain to climb. It's going to be a hell of a contest. Definitely a dream match of sorts. You got Low Key and the Great Muta in the same ring at the same time. Low Key and Pentagon Jr. LAX in there with Tajiri. I mean, come on. The possibilities are just endless. And then you want to talk about dream matches. This is a dream match that I didn't even know I wanted until the minute it was booked, as we are going to get the Amazing Red taking on Ray Phoenix. You ask me, Ray Phoenix is almost like a mirror image of a young Amazing Red. When I seen him, the first time I was exposed to him in the Lucha Underground, it was one of the immediate thoughts. It's like, this guy's like a hybrid Rey Mysterio, Amazing Red. Even though you might think they're very similar, they have very much different styles. And I always thought Ray Phoenix lent himself to an Amazing Red more kind of a style, and this is a matchup of mirror images, and this might actually steal the whole entire weekend away from everybody. Going to be a hard match to top, so it's better off that it's probably going to be happening towards the end of the Culture Clash weekend. Going to be one match you do not want to miss. Amazing Red, Ray Phoenix, going to be something special. You want to talk about special, you got to talk about first time ever confrontations. You got to talk about the House of Gangone taking on the Bullet Club at Culture Clash 2019 for the heavyweight championship of the world. House of Glory champion, the one above all, Anthony Gangone, takes on the Sniper of the Skies, Robbie Eagles. And man, I wouldn't want to be the one above anything if there is somebody that could snipe things out of the sky. This guy's the Sniper of the Skies. Why would you want to be flying up above everybody, Mr. Gangone? You better watch yourself up there, sir. I will be available to help you in any way that you need if any of the Bullet Club decide to, show their face and try to take over the House of Gangone. I'm sure you got that all covered, but I'm just throwing that out there. I will always be there to support the House of Gangone, and I was a big Bullet Club guy. Is the key word. Was a big Bullet Club guy. I have always been a House of Gangone guy, and I'm going to pull for the champ right here. And I know a lot of people are predicting Robbie Eagles to beat the man, but there is only one god of wrestling, and that is Anthony Gangone, and I cannot go against the fearless leader of the greatest house in all of professional wrestling. And that is everything we got coming at you. 3 days of action. That's 18 matches I just called to you guys that they're going to show. That's going to be about as many matches as we're going to have to watch on Sunday night alone. But this is spread out across 3 days, and it's going to cost you a whole lot less money. You know, maybe you didn't want to go to Access, or maybe you're on the fence. Maybe you want to go to Access, you don't know what to do, you got the afternoon free. Come to us, man. Come to us. It's going to cost you a whole lot less money. You're going to have a whole lot better time. And all of this greatness, all of this historic stuff that we are doing here at House of Glory for this week at WrestleMania is just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more coming, especially coming to you guys on May the 5th as we go into Code Red. TNA's former TNA Impact Wrestling is coming to take on House of Glory. Impact versus House of Glory at Code Red, Sunday, May the 5th at the NYC Arena. So there is so much happening here at House of Glory, and it is all really kicking off with this Culture Clash week simultaneously as we are celebrating WrestleMania 35 coming to us this Sunday. As I'm recording this, it's 7 days away. Holy shit. 7 days from WrestleMania, and my week is already full of so much good wrestling, and I hope to see each and every one of you guys there. Don't forget, if you see me, to come and say hello, take a picture, make sure you hashtag me in it once we take that picture so that I can add you guys to the Hall of Fans, the Sledgehead Hall of Fame, which will be coming very, very shortly, but we need to get pictures in order to put it up, so make sure you guys come and find me. You know, I'm always available. I'm not going to bite you guys. Even if you ask me to do so, I'm not going to do it. So don't even bother wasting your time. It's not going to happen. Thank you guys all so very much for joining me. If you are interested in Culture Clash, obviously you were, because you sat through this video, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to see you guys down there. Make sure you come say hello, and don't forget to support your local professional wrestling companies, even past WrestleMania week, because some of the best wrestling you have never seen is happening all around you, and all you got to do is look a little bit harder and you will find the crown jewel of professional wrestling, just like I did with House of Glory. My name is Nick Nightmare. You guys know the team. This is Thor the Sledgehammer, the official Sledgehammer of Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. His tag team partner, the World Heavyweight Champion of all the microphones in all the world, Mr. Blue the Snowball, the most important member of the team, as always. Each and every one of you loyal Sledgeheads in my Sledgehammer Club. The Sledgehammer family is growing by the numbers each and every day, and you can continue our momentum, because if you're not already a member, all you have to do is smash that subscribe button right now. Become one of the 1,300 plus who know that this is the place to be when you want your wrestling news and reviews and everything wrestling related, bullshit free and full of truth and just fun. Because that's what we do here. We have fun, we tell the truth, we're very opinionated, and we like to find like-minded individuals, and I know you are one of them, so make sure you join the family by hitting that subscribe button right now. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, because WrestleMania week, like I said, is just kicking off, and we are going to be everywhere. We are going to the G1 special on Saturday night. We are going to WrestleMania. I'm going to torture myself, and I'm sitting through WrestleMania. Thank God I didn't have to pay for a ticket, but I have gotten a ticket thanks to some friend of mine who hooked me up. I don't know where my seat's going to be, but I'm going to be at WrestleMania. And I'm going to be at the G1 Supercard. And we are going to review NXT TakeOver. And I'm going to tell you guys everything that happened all weekend long at Culture Clash as well. So make sure you are here for all the previews and reviews as they come flooding into your inboxes all weekend long during WrestleMania weekend. And the best way not to miss that is to make sure you are subscribed and notified. So do that. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this show in any way, and then share this video with each and every one of your wrestling buddies all over the wrestling world, especially if they're into independent wrestling and they are looking forward to everything other than WrestleMania during WrestleMania week. That is going to do it, and we are out of here, and we will see you next time right here on your new favorite wrestling show, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, only on Sledgehammer TV, right here on YouTube.com. Culture Clash.